comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time!
All right, you ready? Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. That overhead was a bit obvious. Lots of aggression from both sides. No good up high. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Takes a trip. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Somehow in there! Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Rising uppercut. Burnout activates. Gets the jump in. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy game. They're going for the super art. Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Jumps in. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, look, hits the drive. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods sees the overhead coming? The drive impact doesn't work. Player one, will this super art do anything? The super doesn't hit. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Scuff them. Amazing. Drops them hard. They can't make any mistakes here if they want any chance of winning. Both sides getting ready. Medium kick into, connects with the throw. Raw super art incoming. Excellent read. Gets the counter hit and the win. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run back. Hoses him. Drive time. Solid combo. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Will this super art connect? Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. All right, what's experiencing burnout? Jumps? Barely KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Rising uppercut. Burnout activates. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Going in? Player one hits him with a stop and bomb. The super doesn't hit. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now with experiencing burnout. Shipujinrai doing the business. There's a change of shot on super art. Excellent read. Flatlines him. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. This unleashes some big damage. Oh my god, what a throw tech. Player one is in a very good spot. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. What now? Player one. No! Stunned off the wall! Both sides getting ready. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Good decision with that throw. Raw super art closes it out. Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Ready? Then show me.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets the counter in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. What's their game plan here? Will this super art connect? The super art finds its mark. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Or opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Flushes that off and keeps going. Who's going to start things off? Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 holds it, experiencing burnout. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters planning something? How will they utilize this? Yo, kicking off their facial features with a Hayakusen. What'll happen here? Good decision with that throw. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Will this super art do anything? Player 2 has to closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hazanshu, pull him off with burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Strikes back with the drive impact. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Combo with the target combo. All right, ooh, lands a rising up KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Overdrive art? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Beats it up with a combo into super. Is this early super gonna change things? They just, burnout activates. Breaks the block with a super art. Player 2 will have to deal with this, hit them with a stop and bop. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. Just goes for it at this range. Both sides, they're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Hoses them. This can lead to some big damage. Throws them. What's next? Goes airborne. Risky play, but it pays off. Player, the projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Ready. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. There's a corner switch. Still slugging it out here. What's the play here? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They were right to be on guard there. Burnout activates. Holds out with the block. Rising uppercut. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. A super art? They're thinking of scoring. They're going for the super art? That's not gonna hit. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. Connects with the throw. Will add a bit of OD spice there. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Flatlines them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Player 2 has the life lead, backs them into the corner. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for the super art? Starting something with the super. Taking stock. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? There's an overdrive on. Burnout activates. Throws him. What's next? Cool Game takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. How's this round going to develop? Player 1 has the meter lead. Rising uppercut. Player 2 will have to deal with this game's smart play to stop the opponent there. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Quick breather. Hits him with a stop and bop. Brings the impaler. Life lead is there. Puts KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks him with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. What are they thinking here? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Nice solid counter. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes to the overdrive. How will they take advantage of everything? Hits him with a stop and pop. Big throws. Just out of range. Burnout activates. Player 2 is in burnout. A super art? Sure you can? What'll happen here? Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Jumps in. Going in? How can they steal this win in such a precarious situation? KO. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Opts for the throw. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Neither of them willing to back off. Uses the gauge. Can this super art set things into motion? Player 1 turned this right around with that super. Will we see a burnout triggered? Impaler incoming. Big burnout activates. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They piled up the knowledge. Now, will this super art connect? That's not gonna hit. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Sandblast. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? A parry? Player springs forward with the drive rush. That hits him with a stop and bop. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Picks up the counter. This is going to place it. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Connects with the throw. Life lead is there. Oh, banks it on the fireball. Player 2 brings it home.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Throws him down. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 2 chases them down, gets the jump in, throws them. What's next? A quick breather, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. The super doesn't hit. Hold your breath. Okay, creating some spit, closes out the round with a fireball. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump in. Gets the counter hit throw. Throws a fireball. Player 1, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Going in, player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. The low kick hits. Drives it back, misses. A real test of hip. They're going for the super art. Has the Vulcan blast field, poses them. Player 1 can't afford, brings the impaler. Closing moments of the match. Solid anti-air. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Adds a bit of OD spice. They were right to be on guard there. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation when Burn throws that off. A jump? Oh, they switch sides. Oh, what a smart flow. What now? Oh, yo, raw super here? Drives it back, misses. Player 2 is in a very good super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Wow, reads the counterattack. Connects with the throw. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Ugh, take a seat. Low heavy with authority. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Burnout activates. Grabs him. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. What's the play here? This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Squeezes the gauge. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 1 beats the super, doesn't hit. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Both fighters planning something? This is, okay, Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. Smart play to stop the opponent there. The jump in is denied. Rising uppercut. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Knockdown and... will we see a drive impact? Player 1 is dominating the step. In there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Connects with medium kick. Smart play with the throw. Denied! Keeps cool and locks them up. Carries them all the way to the corner. Crowns them from above. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this. There's the counter we wanted. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. There's a drive attack. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Are you kidding me? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes with the fireball. Ooh, rising uppercut. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Trips him up. Bops him with a target combo. At this range, Many is perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Impaler incoming. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. With rising uppercut. A super art? The super doesn't hit. Jumps in. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Or we trying to make flatlines on. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun-shy. The throw is escaped. Lots of aggression from both sides. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes to the overdrive. Impaler incoming. Sneaks in above. Smart play with the throw. Will we see a super art? Up for the level 1 Vulcan block. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 is untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Deal some damage with that quick combo. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes to the overdrive. The super armor does its job. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Vertical rolling attack. Get out of here. Vulcan blast. Just goes for it at this range. Going in? Player 2 will need to play it conservative until they try to act quickly, but with the attack. Go in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks as a bit of OD spice. Impaler incoming. It's back with the overdrive vertical. Medium kick. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Sets up with the jump in. Gets on the overdrive vertical. There's a burnout. Both top draw super hard incoming. Has the Vulcan blast field, brings the impaler. A real poser. They can't get to her burnout.